Today we're going to discuss putting your car or truck into trust and whether or not you actually should. Welcome to 2 Minute Tuesday, where I attempt to discuss an estate planning topic in 2 minutes or less. So let's get started and jump right in. This is the third video in a little series we are doing on funding your revocable living trust. If you have watched any of my videos or have visited with me, you know that over and over and over again, I state that all of your assets must be in the name of your trust so that your trust is properly funded, and when the time comes, your family avoids probate. Motor vehicles, however, present an interesting dilemma. First, it's relatively easy to transfer car titles in the state of Oklahoma. Second, we live in a very litigious society. I always tell people that if you get into a car accident and they see that your car is titled in the name of the trust, that might automatically prompt some people to file a lawsuit because your car is owned by a trust. People see the word trust in a title, a car title, and they automatically think that the estate must be worth millions of dollars. And you know from watching our videos that this is simply not true, and that a revocable living trust is one of the most efficient ways to handle your estate planning. So, my answer to putting cars into trust is, well, it depends. First, let's look at how to transfer title to a motor vehicle in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, when a vehicle is sold, gifted, or changes ownership in some other way, like an inheritance, the title needs to be changed to that new owner's name. Now, there are specific steps that need to be taken to transfer a car title in Oklahoma, and they vary depending on the situation. Of course, if you're selling a car or a truck as part of an estate plan, you'll need to complete the title and sign it in front of a notary public, provide the buyer the current registration, give the buyer a lien release, and also write the odometer or the number of miles on the actual title. And also make certain that the purchase price is included on that title. Another safeguard is you should also notify the state of Oklahoma that you actually sold the vehicle. I think it cost about $10, but that's a really good safeguard. Now, if you're transferring a car to a family member as part of an estate, the process is basically the same as the steps that I just outlined above. However, if it is going to a qualifying family member like a spouse or a child, then you'll need to complete a family affidavit so that they don't have to pay sales tax on the transfer. Now, the inheritance process is a little different and adds a little bit of a twist of sorts. You cannot transfer the title to a car left to you in a will before the will is actually probated. You'll need to start the probate and have letters of administration. You will need to give a copy of the death certificate and the letters of administration to the tag agency for them to transfer title. However, if there is not a will that specifically distributes the car and you are the only person claiming an interest, like you're a son, a daughter, or a spouse, then a tag agency in Oklahoma should be able to assist you in transferring that car from the name of your loved one to your name, so long as you have a death certificate and you fill out the proper affidavits. So, the technical answer is put all of your assets in the name of your revocable living trust, including your cars and trucks, all of your motor vehicles. The reality is it depends on the situation. So, sit down with an estate planning attorney, like me, and discuss your specific situation and what you have going on. If you have a classic car or a high-end car whose the value of that car goes up every year, then you probably want to put it into your trust. However, if it's your daily driver that lost a third of its value when you drove it off the dealership lot, then maybe you want to think about putting it into trust. If you're getting value today, then please hit the like button below. And if this is the first time here, then please hit the subscribe button as well so you'll get updates every time we post a new video. If you have any questions, then please download our Estate Planning Strategies Guide in the description and the comments below, or just give us a call for a free initial consultation. We are here to help. And remember, our first consultation is always free. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and as always, have an awesome week. We'll see you next time.